When I knew Naquan at that time, I was a private provider. He was in the custody of the state as a foster client. He was aging out of foster care, but because of his disabilities, he didn't meet the criteria to move out and be independently on his own. He still required some support.
What kind of disabilities are we talking about?
Naquan had, along with intellectual disabilities, he also had mental health disabilities, which were bipolar, and some medical history as well. He had hypertension because of his weight and also because of his size. He was 6'1" and he was close to 300 pounds, so he was a big guy, but he was a big, lovable teddy bear guy. It's not often that he allowed us to take pictures of him.
He looks happy?
Yes, he was always happy.
How old was he back then?
When I first received Naquan, he was 17. He really became a part of our family because I had children around his age and younger.
And during that time, if I understand correctly, he was living in a group home that you operated?
Yes, he was.
And you're listed as his guardian. What does that mean?
Well, what it is when he aged out of care, the state of Texas didn't feel like he was able to care for himself, make his own decisions for himself. He asked if I would be his guardian, and the judge reached out to me and asked if I would take on the responsibility, and I agreed. You know, that's all he wanted. He wanted family. He wanted to be just like everyone else. And he had been moved from foster home to foster home, and he really didn't have any connection with his family. So I thought it was important for him to have that foundation.
How do you pronounce your first name? Naquan. Stand here in front of the car. Face front here. Okay.
Do you understand what's going on right now? You understand that you're under arrest? Sit in the back
We're offering you, we're going to give you a criminal trespass notice. That means you can actually.
So he went to jail, and he was deemed incompetent to stand trial.
Yes.
After that, he waited for a while. The Texas Commission on Jail Standards, they are the ones that listed the timeline of everything, like saying like a few instances like where he refused to eat and he refused to go like to the shower and day room. The thing that struck me about it was the morning he died. It says Carter rolls off the bed toward the window and lands on the floor face down between the window and the bed. So that happened at 7:12 a.m. and then you find they keep checking on him, keep checking on him, keep checking on him through the door, and then not until 9:38 did they turn the lights on in the cell, and they started looking and realized that he might need some attention.
At what point did you recognize something wasn't right?
When I was going to give him chow, working with him other days, I feed him chow and he'll ask me for more. He's hungry. So he wasn't responding, so I called someone else to come over there. I thought I was gonna just go in there and wake him up. Hey, here's your food.
Right.
And he just didn't wake up. Called his name, tapped on his foot, and I didn't hear anything. So then I went up to move him over, and he was still warm. So I thought I was gonna flip him over, but his arm was just completely limp.
Okay.
Like basically dead weight.
Wow. All I was told is that they discovered him, and when they discovered him, he had already gone. So I hadn't gotten any information of what occurred before, and only thing I got was the coroner's report that said that he died from congestive heart failure, which I found that very puzzling, for him. So this is the first time that I heard about this.
We've been looking into, cases where people are on the mental competency wait list. What we found was that the state is not tracking when someone dies on that wait list.
Oh, wow. I really think there needs to be more information, more awareness of these individuals that have these disabilities.
It seems like it would be beneficial for the state to understand when someone dies on the wait list so they can figure out if there's a bigger problem and they can get those people through the system a little faster so this doesn't happen in the future.
I agree. It just really saddens me, that this happened with Naquan. I really think that he really would have had an opportunity to be able to become stabilized and live the best quality of life that he could have if he was able to just get through.
Do you think there's anything that could have been done to prevent Naquan from dying?
I do, just simply checking on him. If he was having a crisis, they could have got the medical help that he needed in there to help him, and that could have saved his life.